to be unboxing the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. And as you can see here, this is the box that it comes in. The box all around it is black, and here we have a little edge or sketch of the device itself, as you can see here. And then at the bottom it says Galaxy S25 Edge. So if we take a look around the box, on the right side it says Samsung. On the top side we don't have anything. On the left side we have another image of the device, basically facing down. Then at the bottom we just have a bunch of barcodes. At the back it says Galaxy S25 Edge. It says packaging contained Galaxy S25 Edge, USB to USB-C cable, and the quick start guide and terms and conditions. Okay, so now let's go ahead and break both of the seals. And while getting the device unboxed, I will basically be reading some of the specs for the device that we have here on hand. Okay, there you go. So now let's go ahead and disunbox. So here we have a box within a box, and then I imagine here we will have the charging cable and some documentation. So let's get this open real quick. So yes, as you can see here, we have the charging cable. So type C to type C, as you can see right here. Okay. And we'll take this out. Yes, we can. Here we have the SIM ejection tool, as you can see right here. Okay, so that's basically everything that comes here. So let's move this to the side. So now let's continue. The next thing that you can see here is the device itself. Okay, right here. It looks really nice, and it's also very lightweight. And by grabbing the device, like, it feels really nice. As you can see here, you can see the bump of the cameras, as you can see there, and you can see how slim the device looks. As you can see here, look at the Type-C charging port. Okay, and then we have this little protection here in the front. Okay, so that's basically everything that comes in the box. So now let's go ahead and read some of the specs. So here for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge, we have a screen size of 6.7 inch with 14 by 40 times 3120 pixel, and we have a 200 megapixel camera, and we have 12 gig of RAM, and we have the Snapdragon 8 Elite. We'll have a battery capacity of 3,900 milliamps, and the device charges with 25 watt wire and also 15 watt wireless. The weight of the device, it is 163 grams, so basically 5.75 ounces. The build quality, so for the front we have the Gorilla Glass ceramic tool, and we have the titanium frame. So basically all around the device it is titanium. And at the back we have, again, one more time, we have glass, and it is the Gorilla Glass Victus tool instead of the Gorilla Glass ceramic tool. So there's a difference between both of the glass that we have on the device. This device supports nano-SIM and also eSIM. The device, it is IP68 dust tight and water resistant. So you can basically submit it 1.5 meter up to 30 minutes. For the display, we have an LTPO AMOLED 2x 120 Hertz, 180 Hertz, and PWM HDR10 Plus. Again, one more time, the size of the screen, it is a 6.7 inches with a battery ratio to 92.1%. The resolution, it is 1440 by 3120 pixel with a 19 by 5 by 9 ratio, and we have a 513 ppi density. The protection, we have Corning Gorilla Glass ceramic tool. For the platform, the device comes with Android 15, One UI 7. For the chipset, we have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite, and for the CPU, we have the Octa-Core, and for the GPU, we have the Adreno 830. For memory, the device does not support SD card, but we have an internal memory of 256 gig and 12 gig of RAM, or you can also get the 512 gig and 12 gig of RAM. For the main camera, at the back, we have two rear cameras. We have a 200 megapixel 1.7 wide angle, and we also have a 12 megapixel 2.2 ultra wide. So some of the features for the camera, we have best phase, LED flash, HDR, and panorama. For the video quality of the cameras, we have 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 30, 60, and 120 frames per second, and 1080p at 30, 60, 120, and 240 frames per second. So for the selfie camera, the one in the front, we have a 12 megapixel 2.2 wide angle camera. And then for the video capability, we have 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second, and also 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second. So for the sound, we have a loudspeaker. So basically we have stereo. So we have at the bottom and then here at the front. The device does not have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. This device supports up to Wi-Fi 7. And we have Bluetooth 5.4. This device does support NFC. And we have USB Type-C 3.2. We have a fingerprint sensor on the display, and it is an ultrasonic. Again, the battery capacity, it is a Lion battery of 3,900 milliamp. The charging capabilities, it is 25 watt wire. Basically, it can charge 55% in 30 minutes. And we have 15 watt wireless. So basically QI2 ready, basically. So for the colors, we have the titanium Icyblue. That's basically the one that I have here with me. Then we have the titanium silver and also the titanium jet black. Okay guys, so those are basically the specs for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. So now let's go ahead and remove the front protection of the device. And let's go ahead and turn it on for the first time. And this is going to be concluding the unboxing for this device. So thank you very much for watching my video. If you like my video, please click the like button. You can subscribe to my channel to click on my content. If you have any question, please leave it down below. Thank you for watching my video. Bye-bye.